Hey, this is Ms. Barnett. I'm coming at you from Quarantine 2020, and we're going to solve logarithmic equations. So I will be able to solve logarithmic equations. Okay, so I know there's a little black box, but it shouldn't really get in the way. I gave you this chart on your note taker if you printed it out. If not, you could just use a calculator, but we've used this chart a lot, so it's just the powers. So to solve logarithmic equations, we're going to use the patented swoop-de-dupe method. The Mrs. Barnett patented swoop-de-dupe method. Woo! All right, so every time we see a logarithm, we're going to write it in exponential form. So log 36, when there's only a log on one side. So all of the ones we're doing today only have the logs on one side. So we're going to do this every time this happens. So swoop-de-doo, 36 to the power of 3 halves is equal to x. The swoop-de and then the dupe. All right, so I'm going to rewrite 36 so it's to a power of 2. Just like we did before, 36 is 6 squared. So I can rewrite 36 as 6 squared to the power of 3 halves is equal to x. Those 2's cancel out and I get 6 cubed is equal to x. So I look over here on my chart. 6 to the power of 3 is 216. So 6 cubed is 216. So that's what x is. 216 is equal to x. All right, let's keep going. This is exactly the same swoop-de-doop method. So if you want to pause it and try it, that'd be great. You can do that. So 27 to the power of 4/3 is equal to x is the swoop-de-doop. 27 to the power of 4/3 is equal to x. The swoop-de-doop is just me rewriting it in exponential form. Now I'm looking 27. What to the third power? And I'm thinking of the third power because the third is on the bottom of the fraction. What can I rewrite 27 as? So it's a power of 3. So those 3's are going to cancel out. It's 3 cubed is 27. So then I'm left with 3 to the power of 4. The 4 is left over there is equal to x. And I'm going to use my chart and look at 3 to the 4th. You might not be able to see it because of that box, but it's 81. 3 to the 4th is 81 is equal to x. All right, let's change colors because I can. Blue. All right, so again, swoop-de-doop method. 8 to the power of x is equal to 1/2. 8 to the power of x is equal to 1/2. This one's different in that I'm not going to reduce that, but I am going to try and make it have the same base. This is 1/2, and since the 2 is on the bottom, it's 2 to the power of -1. 8 I can rewrite as a base of 2 with the power of 3, and it's still x. And now it's just like last class. I'm setting exponents equal to each other, so 3x is equal to -1, and I'm solving. Divide by 3. So x is equal to -1/3. All right, let's do another one like that. Let's do the next one. So swoop-de-doop it. We're going to make it in exponential form. 6 to the power of x is equal to 1/36. 6 is already good. How can I change 1/36 so it has a base of 6? 36 is 6 squared, but since it's on the bottom of the fraction, it's negative, so x is going to be equal to -2. All right, we have done problems, I think, like everything that you're going to see. So every time we start a problem, pause it, try it on your own, and then go ahead and watch me do it. All right, so I'm just going to go through these. Swoop-de-doop is 625 to the power of 1/4 is equal to x. So again, I'm looking at this fourth right here, this fourth on the bottom of the fraction, and I'm thinking, what can I rewrite 625 as so it has a power of 4? So those 1/4s canceled out. So I'm going to look up here in my row that says to the 4th power, 1681, 625. That's 5 to the 4th power is 625. So 5 to the 4th is 625. I cancel those out and I get 5 to the 1st is equal to x, which just means x is equal to 5. All right, again, 5/12 to the power of 2/3 is equal to x. What to the power of 3 is 5/12? 8 to the power of 3 is 5/12. So 8 cubed to the power of 2/3 is equal to x. We cancel out those 3's and we get 8 squared is equal to x. And 8 squared is 64. And let's just keep going. We have 3 more problems. So let's change the color again, because I can. Orange. All right. 49 to the power of 3/2 is equal to x. What can I write for 49 as? So it has a power of 2. It's 7 squared to the power of 3/2 is equal to x. Cancel that out. I get 7 cubed is equal to x. I think 7 cubed is 343, but I'm going to go check. 7 to the power of 3 is 343. What? 343 is x. Woot! All right. Ooh, this one looks a little different. X to the power of 5/2 is equal to 32. Oh, this one is tricky. How can I get rid of this power of 5/2? I can multiply it or raise it to a power of 2/5. It's the reciprocal, so that cancels and I just get x. But I also have to raise this to the power of 2/5. So now I'm reducing 32. What can I rewrite 32 as so it has a power of 5? Oh, it's 2 to the 5th. This one was tricky. 2 to the 5th to the power of 2/5. The 5's cancel out. I get x is equal to 2 squared. So x would be equal to 4. That was tricky. I don't think I'm going to give you one like that. All right. And one more swoop-de-doop. 729 to the power of 1/3 is equal to x. So how can I rewrite 729? So it's to a power of 3. 729 is right there. That's 9 cubed. Okay. So 9 to the power of 3 is to the 1/3 is equal to x. Those 3's cancel out. I get 9 to the 1st is equal to x. So 9 is equal to x. All right. Thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate it. Try the 2 quizzes assignments and the concept check that reviews from last class. I will answer any questions you have. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.